Are smaller cruise ships dead? Is the future of cruising only with megaships? Well, I'm going to tell you my thoughts, so let's get into it. So, as you guys know, a few days ago, I talked about how the cruise lines are all building these big, beautiful new ships. And a lot of you were like really upset about this. I had a lot of comments and DMs like, I hate big ships. Are the small ships going to be gone forever? And if you followed my account, you know I have a theory about this that I'm going to share again. Which is, I think that the cruise lines are creating these large ships with the idea that these large ships are only going to go to their own privately owned areas or areas where they can highly promote their exclusive areas. Cozumel Beach Club. Which I want to be clear, I love the private destinations and I love the big ships, so I don't have a problem with this. But many of you do, and to those of you, I think you're going to be okay. We already know that Royal Caribbean has said that they are interested in building some newer, updated, smaller ships. But it is my belief that the idea is to get regular people on these big ships and these private destinations so that when they roll out these smaller ships, they can go to more traditional places and make it a more upscale experience, meaning they can charge you more for it. Cruising has always been kind of elitist, whether you like it or you don't. And we all know that I don't like that. But whereas now the big flex is to say that you're on the biggest, latest, and greatest ship, I think in 5 to 10 years, the flex will be that you are on one of their smaller, more exclusive ships. I think the elitists will no longer be bragging about their suites. Correction, there will always be elitists bragging about their suites. And no, I don't mean candy. I mean those fancy cabins that travel agents are always trying to sell you on. Oops. I think in 5 to 10 years, the big flex will be to say that you were on one of their smaller ships, that you didn't have to go to Celebration Key or Coco Cay. No. You went to Grand Cayman where you had to tender. I think the cruise lines are doing with the big ships kind of what the cities did with suburban areas versus urban areas in the 80s. If you remember back in the 80s and the 90s, the goal was to live in suburban heaven. It was not a flex to live downtown. But then once everybody moved out to the suburbs, suddenly everybody wants to live downtown now. Now that's the flex. And I think that while right now the smaller ships are older and kind of looked down on, and everybody's moving on to those big new ships, I think that the smaller ships in 5 to 10 years are going to be where everybody wants to be. I could be wrong, but honey, I don't think I am. Do you think in 5 to 10 years, everybody's going to want to be on the smaller ships? Or do you think that this is it, honey? We have arrived. It's big ships from here on out. As always, I would love to know what your thoughts are in the comments.